And it should be live, I hope. Okay, good. Soul Calibur 6.
Soul Calibur 6.
Every time. That 6 is so fast. I love it / hate it. Anyway, welcome back. Back to Soul Calibur 6. I took another day break just because I wasn't in a streaming mood yesterday. Not particularly anything other than that. But I get into those moods where it's just like, you know, I could, but at the same time, I probably shouldn't. And whether that was a good call or not, I don't know. But it's okay. Like, right now, it's all fine. Like, until I get into, like, regular streaming status, this is going to be fine. So we left off with Taki. I guess we're going to start Kilik's second story mode, which I don't know. I honestly don't know why it's here. Because it's like, okay, well, this is during the training years, and I'm just like, all right. So, Kilik 1, let's go. Edgemaster's Teachings. Do I actually have to push the button? I guess I do.
There was once a martial arts temple known as Ling Shangsu. Though the temple had a long and prosperous history, it would take only one night for it to be reduced to ruins. The sole survivor was a man named Kilik. Training under the old man known as Edgemaster, he worked hard, learning secret techniques for resisting the cursed sword Soul Edge, in preparation for one final battle.
And Edgemaster was part of the Ling Shangsu temple, I would think. I don't know why he's just sitting around.
You have become better at controlling yourself. However, you still have much to learn.
What more can I do?
Balance is crucial.
Okay.
If evil pushes, pull. And if it pulls, push. By maintaining balance, you can achieve peace, even with the evil inside you.
Basically
You
Buddhism.
must master that technique to its utmost limit. Then you can simply be you, without the assistance of Divapara Yuga.
Yes, Master.
Kilik, continue to train with all your might. You only get what you put in. If you give everything to your training, it will give you everything you seek in return.
Yes, Master.
Again, Kilik, and again, I'm going to call him Kilik because Kilik I hate. Kilik is such a good fucking fighting style. And I get it. He's supposed to be the hard training sort of monk-esque character. But this whole yes master and other bullshit is just getting on my nerves. It's like, there should be a little bit of a pushback, and it's just like, nah, he's just going with the flow. And he's so good! And I hate it! Like, I basically got his techniques down. It's just one of those things where it's like, why the fuck, man? Why are you like this? It's alright. With Edgemaster's word carved into his mind, Kilik continued on his grueling training regime. Even after he had begun his journey, sometimes while training, he would reflect on those lessons his master had taught him. Always good to reflect and remember.
Keep your eye on the enemy before you while controlling the evil within you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really possible? The Divapara Yuga is the only thing that keeps the evil within me at bay.
Pardon me?
What will happen when I lose its support? That could happen at any time without warning. When it comes down to it, if I go in too hard, I could lose control. Maybe that is what Master was trying to say.
It's dangerous. Take this. Okay, sure. Just on to the next one. I'm okay with this because it makes more sense, but alright, let's go. Training with Maxi. With Maxi joining on his journey, Kilik remembered what it was like to live alongside someone for the first time in a long while. To Kilik, training every day came as naturally to him as breathing, but Maxi looked at Kilik as if he'd never seen anything like it.
Meditating again?
Yeah, it's part of my daily routine.
Never the hard worker.
Perhaps, but it's not enough. I have to be able to control myself without Devapara Yuga.
Sure, you've got a load to carry. But still.
I just feel like I'm on the verge of something.
Well, maybe you should test your skills in a real fight for a change.
You don't mind?
Of course not. But be warned, I don't plan on losing.
And it's the weird part, because I always used to hate Maxi because I thought he was a dumbass. It is completely flipped in this game for me. Maxi is like the one I actually adore as a character. Even if I don't enjoy the fighting style. He's got everything like on par this time. Like he's not being an idiot. He's not showing off too much.
Battle 1. Fight!
And at least he's true to his word. It's just like one of those things like...
I'm done messing around! Don't overdo it!
Out. That kick.
Don't overdo it! Don't go easy on me. No chance.
I'm gonna miss this. Yep. That sidestep.
Battle 2. Fight!
Why is the taunt so long? Oh.
Stay down. You need no way is over yet.
Fight!
Like this moveset is so good. It's so versatile too. Like it does have its problem areas, but at the same time there's a lot you can just do with it for free. You're done. Sorry, Maxi. Oh, right. They're not full powered.
Don't overdo it.
Well, that was free.
Looking good. Your attacks feel a little rough, though.
I see. What could I be doing wrong?
Well, attacking's not about pushing against your opponent all the time. You fight as if you're not coming out of it alive.
So I'm pushing too much? I see.
Yeah, if you got something you want to protect, you've all got to survive. Hey, are you even listening?
He is actually.
You need to think about not thinking too much.
And again, don't get me wrong. This is... It's almost the same description that people have about Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. Why they don't necessarily like him. And they're like, oh yeah, Mikey's the cool one. Or Raphael because he's the edgelord. But you have to admit, Leo's got his moments. Kilik also has his moments, but it's only when he sort of loses control. That's the weird part. It's like once he's out of his fucking element and he's like almost being taken over by evil, that's when you're like, okay, Kilik's kind of cool. Because otherwise, he's just very, just blah. Just so blah. And it hurts. Because I like his fighting style. I like the way he does it. It's always in motion. It's circular patterns. It's fluid. Like, you can combo string almost infinitely if you've got a good combo. And it's great. Not to mention the moveset just works in most situations. But it's just character discussion right now. Cheng was Xianghua. Ever since Xianghua had joined our expedition, Kilik had been able to practice the Ling Shang-Su fighting style. Or was able to practice the Ling Shang-Su fighting style. As he sparred with her, he couldn't help but be reminded of Zhang Lin, apparently. But that's fine. And his feelings grew even more complicated.
So this is the Ling Shang-Su fighting style.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a child?
I mean, I'm not too familiar with swordsmanship, but
Okay, how about we have a little practice fight?
my pleasure.
Thanks.
I'm gonna beat her ass. But you see how Xianghua is just fucking, like, I get the group dynamic a little bit. It's like you've got the lazy sort of wild man, and then you've got, I don't know, like, she's just fucking all over the place. Like, you can even tell she's sort of scatterbrained, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, it's charming in a way.
That's great.
More practice. Battle 2. Fight.
I'll get into further discussion about her later.
That's great.
Ah, she got around it.
That's great.
Every time.
You need.
If you insist.
3. Fight.
Just short. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't soul charge. I guess that makes sense.
Not quite. Try
Forgive me.
That's great. Wow, you saw through me.
Ling Shang-Su ball.
Have you fallen for me?
That'll work. Have you fallen for me? And then bang.
Oh, I lost. Still, I think I know how to handle you.
You mean I'm leaving myself open? How so?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just, you seemed to hold back when you had the opportunity to strike. Were you going easy on me because I'm a girl?
Probably.
Okay. So even though the balance between push and pull is important, sometimes I need to push. I need to be able to make that judgment. How am I gonna make this work?
A strong resolve makes for one whom people can rely upon. Kilik, are you even listening to me?
No.
Still.
Hello?
He's analyzing.
Come on, Maxi, tell him.
Once he's lost in thought, he's gone.
But that's just rude.
I guess he just has that much focus. If only he had someone to look after him, right?
Hold on, it's not like that.
No, it is. It's actually fairly obvious it's like that. I think they did have a child. I don't remember. I think it was one of the games I maybe didn't play or something. Was it in 5? I don't feel like it was 4. Then again, I don't know. There was a lot of weird shit that happened in 5. And I never played 5. I played 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't play Soul Edge. I played the Soul Caliburs. I don't remember. It's fine. But about Xianghua, like, even though she's like sort of a dork, and she's like super girly and the whole 9 yards, and she's just like, ah, ha, 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 playing a game. It's like there's something charming about that to where you can't hate it particularly bad. I know there are people that do, but it's just like one of those things where it's like she's being serious most of the time. She is being serious, and then she says, just kidding, and it's just like, oh, well, she wasn't being serious at all, and then people take it literally, which is awful, because you really don't know how to read the moment if you're doing that, but I don't know. Kilik is just so boring as his normal self. And then when he lets loose, he's a much better person. He's a much better character. It makes more sense. And you can sort of sense that he's got that emotion about him, right? He does have a lot of strong feelings that he holds back on and the whole 9 yards. And then he goes into his wild mode and he just starts beating people over the head, and it's just like, oh, well, yeah, he's holding that back. Woohoo. But at the same time, when he has it under control and he's just sort of like, all right, I got this now, it's a little bit better. Just better. And I think that's what they're trying to go for with the character, but at the same time, this boring shit needs to stop. And he's the only one that I know that has this problem. Sieg, no problem with. You know what? He wants to be an emo kid for the rest of his life. He can be an emo kid for the rest of his life. Nightmare, it's fine. Ivy's cool. Cervantes is cool because he's a pirate. Just like, it's all good stuff. Taki, like, people give her shit because, oh, she's got big titties. So what? It's a part of her character. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Ivy's got the same problem. And Talim, I wish they would expand on her. Like, she's been around since forever. But she's so young and she's so naive, and I wish they would just sort of like give her a little more edge. Give her a little more world experience. Like, all right, I have the power of the wind, and I know I use it for purification, but what trouble can that actually bring to the world if I do it for just everything? And so far, there doesn't seem to be a single problem with it. Like in any of the games, wind has never been a problem. At least for Talim. But maybe I'm missing something. So we'll keep going. But I'm just sort of raving as I get along. So we're going to finish up Kilik because, again, like the fighting style, hate the character. With the cooperation of Maxi and Xianghua, Kilik's training was beginning to produce results. However, it was still unclear whether he could use his ability competently in a real battle. Tension welled in his gut, and as the fight he had been training for grew nearer. Oh, Lizard Man.
Whoa, more lizard freaks?
These things are so creepy.
Don't fret. You can do this.
I'm not even going to blame the voice actor. Like, I don't think it's the voice actor's fault at all. I mean, it's not great. The delivery could be better. That's a hit. There we go.
I strike without reserve.
Om Vajra Dharma Kilik.
Like, these combo strings are so good. They're so fucking good. Block this. I'm gonna miss. Yep. Back. Oh, back grab. There we go. We're gonna do it with some style. One more. But you see how everything comboed into each other there? Just sort of smoothly went into it?
The
That
final
works.
battle draws near. I can feel it.
Don't worry. Your training's been paying off lately, right?
Yes, but who knows what will happen now that it matters.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself. You're not alone here.
I know. I'm grateful.
I think we make a great team.
Damn right we do. No one stands a chance against us.
Where the hell did
Okay,
Maxi go after
let's
that
go.
fight anyway? It's like they just sort of ignored him.
Stay strong.
Unless they're suggesting he died, but I don't know if that's true.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
All right, who's next? So we've got Mitsurugi, Taki, Kilik. Okay, Maxi. And it's before he meets up with him. Okay, so it'll just be Maxi. All right, that's fine. Maxi and his crew.
Maxi is a nunchaku wielder who hails from the Ryukyu kingdom. Unlike his father, a merchant bound to his kingdom, Maxi refused to be shackled to anything, and so chose the path of piracy. With his eyes on the wider world and a trusty crew in tow, he set sail, drifting from adventure to adventure as he saw fit. Now, bound for India, Maxi's ship headed towards Southeast Asia.
And this should be... Yeah, so this has got to be before everybody's
What the
death.
hell is that?
It's some sort of legendary sword. This merchant here's saying it's being sold at some shipboard auction.
Call me Lila. I need some competent guards to watch over everything.
Well, hey there, Lila.
Plus, you have your own boat.
Then I guess I'm the man for you.
I've got a bad feeling about this, brother. Soul Edge. The name alone sounds like trouble if you ask me.
You know me. I'm not one to turn down a beautiful lady.
What a wretched job. We're pirates, not handymen.
Quit your whining. Ignore my crew. They lack the finer social skills.
I trust you'll be able to keep them in check.
Of course. I reckon we'll all get along just fine.
Kadana's gonna be jealous. Something's not right, I tell you.
I trust Kiem.
Oh, we've barely raised the sails.
This don't look good at all.
No time for gum flapping.
Bandits, huh? And again, if you're a pirate and you're not pirating for a nation, where do you dock? Because I imagine you're going to piss off a lot of the wrong somebodies at some point.
You messed my hair. Try this. Take this.
I'm keeping him at range, but at the same time, not.
Going somewhere.
Oh, you made me burn meter.
Hey! Don't spoil my fun! The surf's gonna get rough!
There we go.
Night-night, sleep tight. Broken again. I don't know my own strength sometimes.
Broke the nunchaku, didn't you?
Yagaji, sorry, but I got another repair job for you.
Yeah, brother, I've blistered my hands making improvements, but it's still far from perfect.
Yagaji, how's your injury doing?
Yeah, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to use my land legs for a while.
Yagaji.
I'm fine. It's a great chance for me to look for some good wood. Now, don't get rusty while I'm gone, brother.
Not a chance. You've all seen how skilled a fighter I am.
Not necessarily the best, though, huh?
No need to add that.
Not wrong. Again, don't get me wrong. Maxi's moveset, it's fine. But a lot of it has to do with strike and recoil. And for me, I don't like that. I want to strike and then keep pushing. Keep pushing out. Which is why I like Kilik so much, because it's like, alright, poke again, stab, poke, whack him in the face. You know? If that doesn't work, throw in a kick. If that doesn't work, throw in a grab. It all works. And it chains together. Maxi, it's like, alright, you get 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And then you go back to standard stance. And it's like, why are you going back? Just keep fucking spinning, dude. Keep going. Alright, anyway. One assailant after the other. The frequent encounters with assassins leading up to the day of the auction convinced Kiam that something was afoot. But despite his advice to Maxi to call off the job, Maxi wouldn't listen. Of course.
That's Soul Edge. It's got dubious origins, I say. It's not too late to back out, you know.
Don't get hasty. We're earning a pretty penny.
If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
We get paid, then we weigh anchor. That way, everyone wins.
You sure you're a pirate?
No rest for the wicked.
More pursuers. Oh, I'm just a common thief. I stole all your treasure, Maxi, and then we spend the rest of the 3 other chapters, like, trying to track her down to get the treasure for everybody else who's been trying to get their treasure back. Why do we get free meter? That's gonna miss. Oh, he's got a sickle. That sickle right there would kill somebody. Like, no doubt.
Night-night, sleep tight.
And again, to have the confidence not to stab yourself with that is hilarious. But, alright. Soul Edge's lure. Neither Maxi nor Kiam had any idea about what type of weapon Soul Edge was. But word travels fast, and soon the port was abuzz with the news of the sword. The number of thieves trying to steal the weapon using any means necessary grew greater by the day, leaving Maxi and Kiam at the end of their rope. Hey lady, what's with this sword?
Just magpies attracted to shiny things.
Ledge is one hell of a shiny thing.
Looks like a whole lot of nothing to me.
People who can't fight want powerful weapons to do it for them.
Pretty valid. Does Maxi actually... I don't feel like he would actually get his hands on it for any reason. And yeah, Maxi's not the type to actually use it, per se. Even though in, like, Soul Calibur 2 and 3, you could buy, like, Soul Edge or Soul Calibur variants for certain characters. I hate you, Valdo style. Hate you.
The surf's gonna get rough.
Ah, of course. I was trying to get him in the air, but I get a
Even more people stopping by today.
advancing
Too many
block,
for my liking.
advancing guard.
Couldn't relax.
Yeah, it's almost auction day.
What? Don't tell me you broke your nunchakus again.
Yep, but it's no big deal against small fry like this.
Yoshimitsu. Lila's request. Ever the shrewd businesswoman, Lila recognized the strength of Maxi's crew and decided to recruit them as her guards. With the impetuous Maxi too busy being transfixed by her beauty, Kiam had a serious reservation about his sworn brother's priorities.
We're gonna have to put up with being glorified bodyguards till we get to shore. Lila's got us eating out of the palm of her hand.
You're still not over that?
No.
Done a bit of asking around about her, and all I hear is bad.
You worry too much. You need to work on that.
And you need to get over your weakness for women.
There's an embarrassing story I should tell, but I'm not going to. Not even gonna tell it. Jesus.
You messed my hair. Battle 2. Fight. Try this.
That'll work. Again, like most of this Maxi stuff is just, yeah, fight the ruffians. That's basically what Maxi does. The merchant's plot. A merchant requiring guards must have ruffled the feathers of some questionable characters, Kiam thought. Operating alone, he looked into Lila's history, finding his instincts about her to be correct. One night he snuck into her secret hideout and overheard exactly what it was she was planning.
To think you would be advertising a fake so boldly. If this were a play, you'd be the villain.
Don't be absurd. Fools who take information at face value deserve what they get.
If you're going to kill them, now seems the perfect time.
When things are going so well? No. I'll wait for the auction. And once it's over...
Lila, no. Girl.
Damn, I knew it.
You wouldn't kill us, would you? She would.
Who's that?
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Kiam, run.
This oaf was listening in on us.
Who do you think you are, laying hands on my people?
Brother, those nunchakus!
Yagaji's masterpiece.
That'll work. Am I gonna have to fight Lila? No.
Try this.
Oh, how did that kick miss?
Surf's gonna get rough.
And I missed. Because I'm just that fucking good.
Sorry. Don't spoil my fun.
I don't know what that weapon was, but it looked like a damn popsicle. Using Lila's contacts, Yagaji managed to obtain more high-quality materials, which he used to make Maxi's new nunchaku. The useful get used. A relationship rooted solely in profit cannot last forever. So why should this one have been any different? Is she still there? Demons afoot.
Hey, Cam, you brought that soul edge along?
What? Yeah, I just thought...
That thing puts a huge target on your backs.
But...
Yeah, but...
I'll be taking that sword.
Yoshi.
See? I told you.
Yoshi. You can't be that gullible, man. He's supposed to be at least the smart one. Well, he's crazy, but he's usually like cunning crazy, not stupid crazy.
Everyone wants a piece of Maxi. Here I come. Try this. You messed my head. Battle 2. Fight.
Ow.
The surf's gonna get rough. This surf's gonna get rough. What? Man, you messed my hair. I grow stronger.
No, you don't. Namu? I don't think so.
The surf's gonna get rough.
How's that for Namu?
Sorry, but the sword stays with me. It's one thing after the other. What's the big deal about Soul Edge anyway? This is all it deserves.
Did he just throw it in the ocean? Yeah.
Oh, what a waste. Even a fake's got its value.
Couldn't care less if it was the real thing. These nunchakus Yagaji made are worth 1,000 times more.
Oh, so that's what you had in mind. Clever.
Guilty as charged.
Lila's none too happy about all this.
Well, I think we've been hospitable enough. All right, crew, let's go. Anchors away.
Sure thing, brother. We're with you wherever you go.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Yeah, yeah. So in the end, it's still stupid, but I get it. And the idea that Yoshimitsu just took that beating lying down is another thing altogether. Let's get Xianghua out of the way. Grows is just fucking all over the place, though. My mother's swordplay.
Xianghua was born during the Ming Dynasty into the noble Chai House, a family of warriors. Fatherless, she was raised well by her kind and protective mother. In time, she learned to use her mother's Chinese sword to practice ancient techniques. Though her mother passed away at a young age, Xianghua continued to devote herself to the sword, and in time, became proficient enough to do her family's name proud. Her life, however, was on the verge of taking a sharp turn.
A long time has passed since your mother left this world.
It has.
Things cannot have been easy for you.
I've never really thought about it like that. From time to time, I just remember what my mother said to me.
Are we gonna get... Oh!
Is carved with your own hands. Use that sword to open a way to the ever-changing future.
Zhang Fei. I wasn't expecting a portrait.
Challenging times, it's up to me to overcome them.
Your attitude reminds me so much of your mother.
And my skill with the sword?
That too, of course.
With my mother's sword in hand, I want to find my own path.
Naturally. And if you wish to serve your country, like others in your family, that path may be open to you.
How so?
Apply to work for the Emperor's Guard. If you are serious, it may be worth considering.
Really?
Our country is facing difficulties. Perhaps times are changing. Even so, you must remember that you represent the Chai name. A slapdash attitude will not be taken lightly. You will be tested on your intelligence and manners, as well as your swordsmanship.
Understood.
The Fa family. Oh, sorry. Xianghua was sent to take an exam to become part of the Emperor's Guard. Being from noble Chai household did not automatically grant her a pass. She had to prove her worth by dint of her skill. Dint? I've never used that term. I don't know what that means. But I imagine showing her skill? I'm very confused. We'll figure it out later. The Emperor's Guard exam. Fight all these guys.
Do us proud, Xianghua.
MeiMei.
I will, and then some. No one can match my skills with a sword.
Don't hurt yourself. The exam has only just begun.
I know. Oh, is that mooncake? Looks great. Ow!
You can eat if you pass the exam.
In this exam, assassinate MeiMei. Which is like, it wouldn't happen because it's Xianghua, but still, it'd be one of those things. It's like she has a dark past. She hides it well under a mask of a smile. Yeah, it's basically just. And they were at my meter. Goodbye.
I didn't expect a written exam. And did you have to make it this hard?
Of course we did.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. I've never been good at this sort of thing.
If you've got time to whine, you've got time to write.
That is the one thing the Chinese have always had, is like written language. Fucking.
He's
oof.
not around anymore, so what does that have to do with anything?
If I get into the Emperor's Guard, I could probably try to find him for you.
You could, but to do that,
you'd have to
worry
pass.
more about your exams than mooncake, no?
Okay.
I'm more interested in MeiMei now. I want a MeiMei. Give me MeiMei. Having somehow passed her exam, Xianghua was summoned to the suburbs of Beijing as an officer cadet. While waiting among the other cadets, she soon noticed someone approaching. Friendly rivalry.
Whoa, I didn't think there'd be so many people. The exam must still be in its early stages.
I can't believe there's actually another woman here.
And you are?
The name's Liang Lingyu. It's an honor to be here with one of the Chai family.
Oh, okay, thanks.
What better way to get acquainted than by going around or two?
Huh? Oh, sure.
I'm just gonna go with it. I hate it when we have an interesting side character come into play, and I'm just like, I want to know more about that one.
Try this.
Battle
and justice prevailed.
Battle 3. Fight!
Oh no. Oh, I got it. Good.
You can't stop me. Just kidding.
I do like her feints. I do like them. They work out well.
Wow, you Chais really are something.
Thanks.
It'd be great to work alongside you, fighting for justice in the Guard.
For justice?
What did you think you joined the Guard
Justice
for?
will always prevail.
Oh, okay.
I love it's like I'm just here for work. She's like, justice? What is I'm just here to do things. Discipline and dedication. She has none. She literally has none, but she excels in martial arts. That's the whole thing. The candidates for joining the Emperor's Guard had slowly been whittled down. Some gave up and joined the army, while others returned home. Each had their own path to follow. Still in the running, Xianghua and Ling Yu taught each other techniques and threw themselves wholeheartedly into their training. Am I gonna have to fight her again? What the hell happened to MeiMei?
Another tough training session today. Want to get some food together, Ling Yu?
How about we go for another round first?
Oh god,
What?
no.
Now?
What would you do if the Emperor was attacked right now? You couldn't just ask the enemy to wait while you ate, could you?
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute. Is this the joke where Ling Yu is the Empress? I bet you that's the fucking joke, and I bet you I missed it somewhere in the text. I'm starting to get that vibe now. It's like, what would you be, where would happen if the Emperor was blah, 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 blah. It's just like, nope, you're fighting the Emperor the whole time.
Battle 1. Fight!
This is the end. This is the end. You're mine. How about this? Another. You're mine.
Also, if I called it, I really am just getting too good at calling this. Like, I am... Every time I can see this coming, and I bet you that's the fucking case. I bet you this is the Empress. Or at least an Empress's daughter, or something along those lines. Part of the royal family. Because the idea that she doesn't know any of the other families, but she's never heard this name before, would suggest that the Emperor's name has lived in secrecy, or the Empress's name has lived in secrecy. Please hit. Nope.
Huh. This is why I chose to stick close to you. You use a lot of different techniques, but your foundation is solid.
It's nothing compared to yours. I'm just doing what my mother taught me to do.
If you've got one weakness, it's your mentality. No matter how good you are with the sword, you can't defend justice if you're easily discouraged.
He keeps saying justice.
I'm fine when I need to be.
And again, they're being all pally-pally, which is exactly what an Empress would want. And nobody seems to know. The Hero's Sword. The Ming Empire's intermittent search for the Hero's Sword had yet to turn up any solid leads. Now, as an officer cadet, it is Xianghua's turn to help join in the search. To this end, she was deployed to an area near the western region.
Do you think the Hero's Sword really exists?
Shh. Don't mention that here.
Are you sure about this place? I hear they have a lot of riots around. Ah!
Right on cue. Just try it, scoundrels!
I want some just random soldier guy be like, Empress, we need you back at the palace. And Xianghua's like, what? And that's the whole joke. That's the whole fucking joke. Still, that doesn't explain who the fuck MeiMei is and where the hell she went.
This is the end!
Do I have a low grab? Really?
This is gonna hurt. Gotcha.
Watch over me, Mother! You can't stop me! Just kidding!
That's a nice axe you got there.
How about this?
Oh, right. I don't think that was a low grab. I think that was a standard one, but still.
Like I say, justice will prevail.
Somehow we're still alive. Ling Yu, are we lost?
Yep.
Xianghua, you just don't get it, do you? We don't follow paths. We create them wherever we go.
Ugh, I could eat a horse.
So you're just hungry. All right, fine. A brief respite, and search for the Hero's Sword had ended once more in failure. Returning to Beijing, Xianghua and Ling Yu were able to enjoy a brief period of respite with MeiMei. Let me guess, MeiMei, you spill the beans. Come on, MeiMei.
Here, have some tea.
Your Holiness.
Yay, mooncakes! Nom nom.
Thanks. Looks great.
The Hero's Sword. What's so important about it? Is it really worth risking one's life for?
If it's for justice, then sure.
I wish I was as steadfast as you, Ling Yu. I haven't got a clue as to what I should do.
You impressed me with your ambition when you told me you wanted to become an officer. But wouldn't your mother be upset?
She always said, fate is carved with your own hands.
Words of wisdom.
Really?
Yeah, it suits you.
All right. I'm feeling a bit better.
That's the spirit, you two.
Give me the punchline. I just want the punchline. Who the fuck is MeiMei? And who the fuck is Ling Yu? The fate one carves for oneself. Though Xianghua had made it to the final exam, only one could pass, and unfortunately for Xianghua, it meant fighting against Ling Yu. Fuck.
guess it was too much to ask for us to work together.
Ling Yu.
You do understand I won't hold back. Come on! Fight me!
But
Your blade's shaking, Xianghua. I'll take no pride in beating you like this.
I then proceed to beat you down. Actually, I'll be really surprised if they, like, up the difficulty and just said, fuck it, you're gonna have to fight her real hard now.
Battle 1. Fight!
this is where it ends. Ready? This is the end. Now, you're mine.
Got it.
You.
That's round 1.
You can't stop me. Just kidding.
Battle 2. Fight!
All right. That'll work.
I'm bored now.
Battle 3. Fight!
I think her defense is too high. Nope, never mind.
Thank you. No more hesitating.
Wow, you're really something.
Ling Yu,
Come on, Xianghua. What's with that expression? Don't cry. Stand tall. Be proud. You're the victor.
Justice will prevail. That better?
Yeah, better.
Use my own line against me.
A quest for the Sword of Salvation.
So that's why the Third Corps is using the Emperor's Guard.
Here I am, finally.
What?
Another path closed to me. In that case,
Fate is carved with your own hands. Use that sword to open a way to the ever-changing future.
Mother, Ling Yu, just you watch what I can do.
Never mind then. Again, I get it. At the same time, I want there to be a fucking punchline. It would be hilarious if Ling Yu turned out to be like an empress or one of the emperor's daughters or something like that. That would be fucking hilarious. It's like, how do you not recognize another family's name? Again, prestigious Chai family. You would think somewhere along the lines you'd come up with like something. But no. Just, nope. Don't even know who that is. Ugh. And I've already done the story, so, you know, Grows is like fucking 5 miles long here. Let's get into it. The Azure Knight must die. I don't want it to be 12 parts long, but I have a feeling it will be.
The Aval organization is something of a legend. Long ago, the king of a knightly order took up the Spirit Sword to confront the wielder of the Cursed Sword. Lurking in history's shadows, the secret society has persisted through the ages. Their mission has been to find the lost Spirit Sword and bestow it upon their future king, while preventing those that they called outsiders from wreaking havoc upon the world. Grow, a young man blessed with a cool head and magnificent fighting skills, became leader of the organization's punitive force. They sent him on a mission to hunt down and kill the Wreaker of Chaos, the Azure Knight. However, his entire force was destroyed, and he was dealt a nearly mortal wound.
Can't use Soul Charge.
You are so fragile, so weak.
Damn you, outsider!
Submit your soul to me.
He won't.
Never! You have not defeated me yet!
Okay.
Am I dead? Kill anyone still alive. My soul, it is being taken over.
Nice.
He's being consumed by an evil force. There's no use in letting him live as a hideous monster. Perhaps I could kill 2 birds by having him fight that outsider I already experimented on. He's being held around front.
He? Well, it's not me then. Do I just fight Soul Charged?
Battle 1. Fight! Futile! Give me your soul! It's gone! Die! Soul! Battle 2. Fight! Move it! It's gone! Give me your soul! Give me!
Okay. I like his moveset. It's a little slow, but I get it.
Oh! Aswell, why are you here?
Bravo! Magnificent! You've done well to return to your senses. Dear Grow, you fascinate me!
I was battling the Azure Knight.
And you failed. Without my aid, you would be dead now.
What of the Azure Knight?
I could not defeat him. It took my all simply to bring you back with me. He's a malevolent king and wields the cursed sword. It would not have ended well for me.
Blast. Could we assemble a new punitive force?
You wish to challenge him again? So loyal to the organization and the cause! The extermination of outsiders indeed! Sacrificing everything, even your life, to achieve the organization's objective? Is it because of the hatred you bear for the outsiders? Those fiends who took your family, friends, and home?
They are evil. All outsiders must perish. The deaths of my brothers shall not be in vain.
Of course! How could it be otherwise? That's who you are! And so you must be cursed by fate! Oh, the tragedy! The drama is palpable!
What do you mean? My arm!
Have you not realized what has become of you yet?
No! It cannot be!
Yep.
It can, and it is! Your body is now partly infected by the power of the outsiders you so despise! But tell me, how does it feel having within you the very same power that robbed you of all you hold dear?
Me? An outsider?
Such despair, yet such hatred too! But fear not. If you had lost your senses and been consumed by the monster within, I'd have disposed of you. But that did not happen. You are not the fiend you think you are. You are still human. For now. You wish to die, though your life was saved? Well, that certainly aligns with the organization's belief of eradicating outsiders, those who've rejected humanity, and as such, you should die. But why not see this as an opportunity? The great power you've gained will aid your mission to fulfill that belief.
You think I should use this power? Though it is a sin even for me to be alive? What foolishness. Such an act would betray the very organization I serve.
But you could use that power to give you the strength you need to defeat the Azure Knight. Is that not so?
What is this?
A gift. When mending your armor, I modified it to help suppress the evil within you. It should ease your burden at least a little. Of course, in the end, what you decide to do is up to you. But fear not. I shall not report anything to the organization.
You have done too much for me.
Not at all. I love humans, especially ones such as yourself who are tossed about by emotion and reason.
Pretty much. It's like if you're gonna be fucking Captain McGee, you know, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, we can take advantage of that. With the help of Aswell, Grow was brought back from the brink of death. After returning from his mission, the wounded Grow received a visit from a friend, Curtis. Grow decided to hide from his friend the fact that his left arm was being eaten away by the evil within. Damn.
Grow, you made it back alive.
Curtis, what do you want?
How can you be so cold to a friend coming to check on your well-being?
It hardly seems someone in your position would come simply for that.
Though I number among the 12, the organization's supreme decision-making body, I can still make time to visit an old friend.
Just tell me what you want.
Your impatience is unbecoming. Still, you're as shrewd as ever. I have a new mission for you.
To defeat the Azure Knight?
Unfortunately, a different one of the 12 is in charge of that particular matter. Even you, the strongest of the 12, were unable to defeat the Azure Knight. We need to try other means than brute force.
Since I failed my mission, I assumed my seat was forfeit.
While some among the 12 wish it to be so, this mission is designed to convince them otherwise. In other words, this is a chance to rise from the ashes. I shall accompany you as an observer.
Any mission to subdue outsiders, I shall do. I care not for my seat in the 12.
Come now. I wish to lead you together with the organization. It's a selfish wish, admittedly, but you must assist me.
Stubborn as ever.
Well, some have always been too stubborn to respond to anything but greater stubbornness.
Do as you please.
That I shall. And accordingly, before I reveal more of the mission, I want to make sure you have not gone soft. Let us step outside.
Battle 1. Fight! Despair! Take this!
That's a cool move.
Battle 2. Fight! Take this! Deploy!
Too slow. You can do this.
Oh my god, he went flying.
What? Is that it? Battle 3. Fight! Take it! Descend! Cannot connect! Take it! KO! Kill him!
No?
Careful now. I see your time in recovery did not rid you of your mercilessness. Do you wish me dead?
Forgive me. That voice. It is the same evil voice from before. My fate is sealed.
Fear not. You are not back to your formal self yet. How is the wound from the Azure Knight?
Burning.
Fully healed, it will not interfere with my mission.
Is that so? Always trying to put on a brave front. Well, I concede defeat. Your wound must not be so serious after all. Are you done?
Who?
Yes. Sorry it took so long.
And what is the intelligence chief doing here? I would expect you to have better things to do as one of the 12.
Crow, do not speak to our master in such a tone.
No matter. It is true I am free enough to see my two pupils. Moreover, I have information about the mission.
Then say what you have to say and be quick about it.
Very well, I shall be brief. We have located a branch of the ancient outsider group, Feegle Sestimus. Grow, you will initiate a surprise attack and destroy the outsiders quickly. That is all.
Understood.
No mission I have ever accompanied you on goes smoothly. Indeed, the trouble you find yourself in goes beyond bad luck. Hopefully, this time will be different.
Alright. Evil Organization's mission. The evil cult, Feegle Sestimus, has grown in strength to the point where Evil Organization could no longer ignore it. As such, Grow and Curtis were assigned a mission to annihilate one of the cult's subdivisions. Well, we know what happens to Curtis.
Help! You can't escape me!
Uh-huh.
In a matter of days, there have been floods, landslides, earthquakes, forest fires, and now merchants assailed by bandits. It's a perfect storm of trouble. You really were born under an unlucky star. What should we do? We're on a mission. Should we simply move on?
Scum who prey on the weak are simply that. But they are not mindless outsiders. They're beyond our jurisdiction. Still, I assume no matter what I say, you will still try to help, no? If so, let us make it quick.
You wish to use me as an excuse? How unfair.
But you know he's right. He's not wrong.
Going in.
All right. There another one? There is. Look at that ruffian.
Thank you so much for your help. Take this as thanks.
We need no thanks. Just go.
Yeah, just get out of here,
Certainly.
dude. Pretend you saw nothing.
We have wasted enough time. Let us move on.
Wait. Before we proceed, I must clear something up.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
When I fought you, something bothered me. And seeing you fight those bandits confirmed my suspicions. Your arm. What are you hiding?
Nothing. Leave it alone, Curtis. Leave it alone. No trust between friends. Curtis sensed something wasn't right with Gro. During the battle, his friend seemed strangely conscious of his left arm, as if it pained him somehow. However, when Curtis questioned his comrade, Gro declined to reveal anything. Here we go.
I heard that Aswell saved you. What did he do to you?
He simply healed my arm. You know how skilled he is with such things.
Indeed. However, is there not more to it than that? You're either trying to protect your arm or you fear something about it. Aswell created that armor too, did he not?
He did. It is simply that my arm still hurts from the Azure Knight. There is nothing to fear.
This is my opinion and nothing more, but I can tell you because I trust you. Aswell is as qualified to number among the 12 as you and I, but he is dangerous. Joining the 12 requires the approval of more than half its members. You and I were both recommended by the Masters before being approved. It was the same with Aswell, but he has no loyalty to the organization. Of course, the organization has its factions. There are radicals such as you who wish to exterminate outsiders above all else. And there is the old guard who consider coexistence an option. Still, all are loyal to the organization. All except Aswell. He acts with his own motives, and I believe it is only a matter of time before he revolts.
Knowing him, it is certainly possible.
Aswell seems to have taken an interest in you. If he is using you to fulfill some purpose, he could have done something to your arm.
Indeed.
Possible.
Even if that is so, what reason would there be to give me such abominable power? Do not worry yourself. I have no recollection of him doing anything untoward. My wound simply hurts.
Is that the absolute truth? Ever have you been cursed with bad luck and the propensity to get mixed up in trouble? I'm concerned. That is all.
Do not be. It is the truth.
I see. Then I am relieved.
Also, another thing about this organization, it's like, why do they all have the same exact weapon? The Cult Subdivision. When the warriors finally arrived at the Cult Subdivision, where they spied its member spied its members hurriedly preparing for a ceremony. Seeing this a perfect opportunity to strike, Grow and Curtis charged in. Got it. But yeah, I don't understand why every member would have to have the exact same weapon. It just seems to be the case.
Intelligence was right. Souls are being sacrificed to obtain the power of an evil god. These fiends have lost their humanity and become outsiders.
Who the hell are you? Do you dare to interfere with Kunpeku's plans?
I waste not my breath on outsiders. Die.
No! Bring out the knight! Hurry!
The who? Spinal?
Behold our ultimate creation. An undead soldier born of necromancy. It took countless sacrifices, but the Soul Edge fragment finally granted us success!
Soul Edge fragment? The cursed sword.
Oh. Interesting.
Such strength! A mere mortal cannot expect to win. You may as well lie down and die. All who dare mock us shall be destroyed!
He says with a scream. Oh, just straight into the next one. All right, the undead soldier. The undead soldier of the cult had created was powerful beyond measure, and Grow found himself backed into a corner. Maybe it was time for him to use the ace up his left sleeve. After all, he was out of other options.
Well, they certainly kept this ace up their sleeve. How much bad luck can one person have?
So, the fragment grants enormous power.
The priest has it.
Your efforts are in vain. This is no mere fragment of steel. Even if you take it from me, you cannot destroy it. Our undead soldier shall hunt you down and slay you, wherever you may be.
Well, the first step is kill the priest.
Unleash your power. Kill those who defy you. Claim their souls.
The evil power they wield lies in my arm too. If I unleashed it, I should be able to defeat that creature. But then Curtis would learn the truth.
Grow! Get your head out of the clouds!
No!
Curtis!
Curtis! Sorry you had to do that.
It is but a scratch. I'm fine. And I was to be but an observer.
I need not hesitate. Without power, all is lost. Weak cannot protect anything. They are but rabbits to a tiger. Enough! You outsiders shall no longer do as you please. I shall do what I must to protect, to live. I shall harness this power to its fullest!
Here we go.
Battle 1. Fight!
Well, I need to cool off a little.
What? Is that it? Battle 3. Fight! No mercy! Go for me!
Oh, that's a command grab?
Impossible! Oh, beautiful creation! Die, outsiders!
Uh-oh.
That appears to be the last of them.
But this is not the end, is it?
I love how Curtis just doesn't seem to care. She's like, nah, it's fine. Unavoidable conflict. Thanks to the power of his left arm, Gro managed to survive, but at the cost of revealing his secret to Curtis. Recognizing immediately that the power in his comrade's arm was anything but human in origin, Curtis pressed Gro aggressively for an explanation.
I suspected something all along. But when I pressed you, you tried to reassure me all was well. And I was in denial. I prayed it was not so. Answer me. Is this Aswell's doing?
I know not. But he told me that I was cursed the moment the Azure Knight wounded me. The dark power seethes deep down inside me, making me crave flesh and blood. If I lose control, it will consume me.
Without your power, we would have been done for. Some within the organization would recognize the value in having someone with the power of the enemy. However, to me, your power is that of the cursed sword. The organization must not allow it.
But with this power, we could eradicate more outsiders than ever.
You truly believe you can remain in the organization?
It is the most efficient means of exterminating outsiders. No question.
I see. In that case, you leave me no choice. Have at you! This place shall be your grave!
Curtis, why? That part makes no sense. That part makes absolutely no sense. You just saw the power, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking fight you now. And it's just like, what? What? Why on earth would you?
Battle 1. Fight!
So the ring out wouldn't kill him. Honestly, that just wouldn't happen.
Why do you not kill me?
Why would I?
I never intended to do such a thing.
Do you really expect me to accept you in that power? It would be a betrayal of our organization.
I know. Once all outsiders are eliminated, I shall end my life to pay for my sins. That is why I need you to watch over me.
Interesting.
I should have expected as much from someone so unlucky. Your troubles know no bounds. Very well, you win. However, we are both betraying the organization now. When you pay for your sins, I shall too.
You need not accompany me.
Enough. Now, about that fragment of the Wicked Sword, you...
Uh-oh.
A throwing knife? Who did this?
Tut-tut, Grow. All witnesses must be disposed of. Even if that witness is an old friend alongside whom you have fought so gallantly.
As well.
That makes more sense. The tragedy begins. Aswell appeared suddenly and knocked the unsuspecting Curtis to the ground. The traitor seemed to be after the fragment of the cursed sword they'd stolen from the cult. However, that didn't seem to be the only thing he had in mind.
I shall be taking this fragment. Neither of you know its value.
Damn you!
Pretty much.
See this fragment? This is how you use it.
What are you doing, Curtis?
Let us see what happens when a fragment of the cursed sword is embedded within an able, ranking member of the Aval organization. Such an intellectually stimulating subject, don't you think?
I will not allow this!
Huh? As a researcher, I couldn't possibly stand a chance against one from the punitive force. Or so you thought. However, by harnessing the energy from the cursed and spirit swords fitted into this glove, I am able to battle you both! Incidentally, it was I who manipulated the resonating wave energy to create that throwing blade.
No! How could this be? Curtis!
Pull out the blade.
The corruption has begun. The stage is set for more of your sublime drama. Now, my dear Grow, what will you do? Your beloved friend is turning into a loathsome outsider.
Grow! Hesitate not!
Here we go.
Damn you!
Curtis!
Battle 1. Fight!
Is that it?
Battle 2.
Fight! Take this! Despair! No mercy! Take this! Despair! Cannot lament! You will be erased! It ends here!
Okay.
Atone for the sin of weakness.
Battle 3.
Fight! Despair! Take this! Despair! Take this! You will be erased!
Oh, all right then.
Curtis, awaken from this madness!
He has utterly succumbed to the beast within. Such a shame he'll not be joining us.
Curtis, get a hold of yourself! Damn!
Sorry, but it seems you're on your own.
Don't you worry. All will be fine.
All will be fine? You really are a simple man, Gro.
Thank you for all you have done for me. I shall take care of the rest.
Yes, I believe you can.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. Perhaps as punishment for his crimes, Gro was forced to do battle with his mutated friend. Did it have to end like this? A quiet rage burned away at his heart from within. How long can this be? I swear it's going to be like 20 parts long. I looked at that timeline and I'm like, nah, they wouldn't, and they have. They're fucking... Like, this isn't even the start of my journey yet, I don't think.
Another precious life lost.
But a monster that has lost all reason has no worth.
Oh my, what a wonderful expression! The struggle between sorrow and hatred is simply sublime. Now, let that sorrow and hatred fill your heart. Come at me. I shall kill you.
Which is almost precisely what he wants anyway.
Battle 1. Fight!
You will be erased. Atone for the sin of weakness.
Oh, I've got full meter for days. Alright.
You will be erased.
Might as well use it. Again, it's free, so might as well just use the thing that's free. Goodbye.
Atone for the sin of weakness.
Battle miscalculation. Fight. Stick with me.
Erased.
He tried.
You will be erased. atone for the sin of weakness.
Wonderful! Though driven by hatred and sorrow, you could resist your destructive impulses. Such a magnificent sight to see. However, I am spent. I could not possibly take any more of this drama. A serious wound would spoil the fun of leaving the organization.
What do you mean, the fun?
Pursue me. Allow the desire for revenge to permeate your being, but do not lose your senses. I have been moved by your story, and shall never forget it.
An earthquake? No, this must be...
This place will soon be reduced to rubble. Perhaps we will meet again, should you live. I would like that. Farewell!
Wait!
Oh, good.
Damn these infernal fiends!
Grow managed to escape from the crumbling temple, but his friend's corpse was lost in the rubble, never to be found. Grow returned to the organization to report everything that had transpired with Aswell. Waiting for him was the news of Orzel's death upon Aswell's defection, as well as a new mission. Aswell had double-crossed the organization in the hope of unleashing the evil seed again to save humanity. Or so he claimed. Grow's new mission was to kill the outsider Aswell before that could happen.
I shall never forgive you. Your intentions matter not. You took my friend from me. Mark my words. You shall pay.
Valid enough. But this is all before even like the fucking
the names of the warriors
game began.
Fates were bound to the two swords.
I'm just gonna do next. I've already heard that. It's like, oh, don't get me wrong, it's good saying. It's just like you can't say it every time for every character. Or I guess you could, but it's not really all that impactful after like the third time. Oh god, do I even want to do Aswell's? I mean, I guess I should. Yeah, that'll give me a good start next time, because I've got Ivy, Songmina, Astaroth, and Nightmare, and that's a good split. Aswell Surveillance Mission, Interim Report 1.
Interim report on the Aswell surveillance mission. The subject was born into a family of doctors who conducted research on plagues. As well as modern medicine, he pursues knowledge in numerous other fields, including history, martial arts, fine arts, literature, and human culture. His broad knowledge and intellectual pursuits gained him entry into the organization. He contributes greatly to our group, including his research on ecological theory and artifacts, particularly those who've lost their humanity. In recognition of his deeds, he was rewarded with a seat among the 12, the organization's supreme decision-making body. Currently, the subject is assigned to our branch in Northern Europe, researching the evil seed phenomenon, which occurred yesterday. This ends the report. The following document contains an interaction with the subject.
Interesting. Let's go.
I have a hypothesis. I believe the evil seed was caused by what is known as the Cursed Sword, the yin to the yang of the Spirit Sword, the symbol of the Aval organization. The fragment of the Cursed Sword, gathered by intelligence, emitted a wavelength similar to the one observed from that pillar of light. Furthermore, those filthy miscreants who deplore the human race emit the same wavelength as the Cursed Sword. In other words, individual variations aside, The evil seed steals the minds of those with the same wavelength, turning them into fiends.
Mm-hmm.
This sword dares to populate the world with fiends who threaten my beloved human race. Disgraceful, isn't it?
It is.
Still, that abominable evil seed has sparked an idea in my mind. But let's leave that aside for the moment. In regards to the cause of the evil seed, if my hypothesis is correct, then it lies with the one who wields the cursed sword, the Azure Knight.
Okay. Interim report number 2. Based on my observations, the hypothesis made by the subject may hold water. Nightmare, the Azure Knight, is a cruel leader, and our number 1 priority should be exterminating him. '83 was a busy year.
That ends the report. The following document contains an interaction with the subject.
At long last, it is complete! I've created a prototype of a device that will be the key to freeing the human race from its shackles!
That glove, you mean?
This is no mere glove. Fitted with replicated fragments of the Spirit Sword and the Cursed Sword, it utilizes their wavelengths to unleash a power capable of annihilating the fiends!
But...
Yeah, using the cursed sword.
Fear not. As I stated, I'm using but replicas of fragments from the Cursed and Spirit Swords. I have not violated the organization's cause as espoused by the oath. Death to outsiders, they who reject humanity, and to those who would wreak havoc with their power. On to the testing! First, let's go outside and see what this device can do.
Why is there just a Malfested walking around?
Cause for alarm. That filth is an outsider I captured for this very purpose. Let the experience begin.
Battle 1. Fight!
Here I go! Arbitration! Such brilliance! Be careful! Weapon arts!
That's a nice move.
Such brilliance! Take this and this! Chaos! Chaos! For the human
That's just part of a combo string.
Interesting specimen. Can you stand the test? Accept this from me, my love. Excellently done.
Battle 3. Fight!
Let's take the stage together. I have more to do. Do not hold back. Here I go.
As much as I hate the character, like, this moveset works.
Stand the test. Accept this from me, my love. Excellently done. Everything seems to have worked perfectly. However, more power is needed to produce the key.
What is this key?
Why, it's the key to my plan to save the human race, of course. In time, this glove will produce it. But, alas, that moment isn't now. I need to find a way to increase its output. Ideally, I would create a wavelength close to that of the evil seed. But using fiends like those we encountered does not generate enough power. But no matter. We can worry about the methods later. That aside, I think it's time you knew about my plan to save humanity. It has no doubt been on your mind, correct?
Uh-huh. Why is he just telling this to anybody? Why would he want a written record of it is another question. Oswald Surveillance Mission Interim Report 3. Subject has not only created a replica fragment of the cursed sword, he's also captured an outside element on whom he is performing nefarious experiments. I shall demand that this be brought to an end, as well as continue to monitor the subject's movements with extreme caution.
In the process, let's commence the field test and rid ourselves of some filth. We shall go investigate the dimensional rift, the astral fissure that was discovered. According to the report, the astral fissure produces fiends similar to the ones we all know and despise, but that are even stronger. If I just sit around here twiddling my thumbs, our precious human brethren in the surrounding area may be transformed into filthy fiends. Onward to the astral fissure, to investigate and to exterminate. A stronger wavelength. This is most promising.
Uh-huh. And again, we already know he's evil. I accompanied the subject to the astral fissure's location. On the way, we were attacked by miscreants claiming to rule the area, but the subject dealt with them in a shockingly extreme manner.
If you maggots want to pass through here in one piece, give us everything you got. Well, what's that?
Though their low intelligence concerns me, they still deserve love. I shall accept the love they have to give.
Uh-huh. Okay. So my B is just like a stance change?
Excellently done.
Ow.
Can you stand the test? Accept this from me, my love.
Rip.
Excellently done.
Forgive us! What you trying to do? You're crazy is what you are!
Oh dear, why is your tail between your legs all of a sudden? Well, I do love that look of fear in your eyes. Your bluster and limited vocabulary was so precious.
Please, it's as you said! Forgive me! I'll do anything!
Uh-oh. Shouldn't have said that.
Will you now? In that case, how about you all fight each other to the death right now? The victor goes free.
Huh?
You refuse, you die. So take up your weapons and use them to kill your beloved friends. Your life depends on it.
Ah!
A little twisted.
I did it! I did it!
Wonderful! Marvelous! What a splendid, drama-filled performance!
Well?
First, illuminate me. What were the names of those you just fought and your relation to them? Don't test my patience.
The one collapsed right there is John. Known him since our group started.
Oh my! And who's that over there?
He's me younger brother, and I...
Such a fine expression! Finally, you realize what you have done! Do continue and be quick about it. Oh, what is the matter? Tell me how you feel! Lament to me! Are you done? Well, fair enough. You put on a spectacular performance, so it'd be unkind of me to be angry. Why so furious? Do not misunderstand my intentions. I adore the human race. Indeed, to me, humans are worthy of love like no other. The way they are always so delicately balanced between joy and despair, love and hate, reason and emotion. It gives me the strength to forge on. And so, I must give them my all in return. Be a shining ray of light that saves them. Let's proceed. If my estimates are correct, the astral fissure is the foundation of that shining ray of light.
I don't think he shows up to find me. Unless he's just late. The subjects are planning to utilize the astral fissure. Although verifications are yet to be made, the increased number of outsiders in the vicinity makes me almost 100% certain the fissure should be dealt with, and any attempts to use it punished accordingly. Once I have fully ascertained the nature of the subject's plans, I have no doubt he will be deserving of a swift execution.
So this is the astral fissure? Glorious! Que grande! Yes. Its wavelength and output seem to match the evil seeds. I can safely conjecture that this is the cause of the increased filth in the area. While I do need to consider their extermination, for now I'll try to enhance my device.
Nice.
Well, it goes without saying that the astral fissure would be filled with powerful waves. This explains the filth appearing. How deplorable. It enrages me to think that such abominations could breathe the same air.
Such an odd one, that guy.
Battle 1. Fight!
Stick with me! Stick with me!
You really are a pain in the butt, aren't you? Well, he got me good.
To reach my goal, fight! Do not hold back. Do not hold back. Can you stand the test? Can you stand the test?
Not the second one.
Excellently done.
Final battle. Fight!
Curtains up. Can you stand the test? Accept this from me. My love. You pass.
Not quite.
Do you wonder why I chose not to seize them? Naturally, I wish to see all fiends destroyed, along with any monsters who pose a threat to the human race. What annoys me most is that they dare resemble my beloved humans. Such blasphemy. My experiments and observations on the filth have concluded. All that remains is to eradicate them. Now, it's time to enhance the device. Oh my!
Uh-huh.
Do you see? Do you see? The fragment's waves and its output have increased! What's more, the astral fissure is gone! Is this assimilation? Absorption? Interesting. This is a remarkable discovery. With this, my plan can proceed! What? The fragment?
It's shattered. Yep.
The replica must have been too weak to handle the increase in power. So, it has to be the genuine article or nothing.
That would explain the Soul Edge shard. The subject is secretly attempting to get his hand on both the fragment of the cursed sword obtained by intelligence as well as the spirit sword fragment that has long been in our possession. In order to carry out his plans, he needs to steal both fragments and will attempt to do so 2 days from now at noon. The moment he attempts to take them, we kill him. Final!
The organization must be on high alert by now. They've been fooled by your false reports, and they worship the replica spirit sword fragment. Even though the 2 fragments have been recovered.
To think we could be controlled like puppets.
My, what a pleasure this is! The leader of intelligence himself coming to say goodbye. You got here quicker than I anticipated. Well done.
Why have you betrayed the organization, huh? What have you done?
Him? Well, I realized I was being observed, but when I asked him to stop, he refused. So I did what needed to be done. Fret not. His life is not in danger. While my plan for saving humanity is important, I do not take pleasure in killing a beloved human. Regardless, you really didn't suspect a thing, did you? Were you not even slightly suspicious about only receiving written reports from your observer?
An evil apostate such as you could never save the human race.
Your words cut me deep. I have a vision, a plan to save humanity, which I'm attempting to put into effect.
Have you gone mad?
Yes.
Let me speak frankly. The evil seed was imperfect, for it was released merely as a result of the cursed sword. But by combining the powers of the spirit sword and the cursed sword, the evil seed can achieve perfection. When that happens, the world will be rid of fiends, elevating humanity to its rightful place and freeing them from their twisted fate.
So that is why you needed a fragment of the spirit sword.
Precisely. My research has laid the foundation for the model to produce a perfect evil seed. The ultimate seed. I no longer require the organization. I sympathize with your cause, and I have learned much about the spirit in cursed swords. But it is that cause which shackles me. My research has concluded, and with my plan to save humanity complete, you have all become shackles about my legs.
I can see there is no reasoning with you. You leave me no choice but to slay you, here and now.
Do you think you can? You may be Gro's swordmaster, but you can't expect to defeat me. As thanks for your coming here personally, allow me to show you what happens when you combine the spirit and cursed swords.
Oh god. So I have to kill his master. Fine. I get it. Don't like it, but I get it.
Battle 1.
Oh, no, I can't. Wow, you're tough. You're a tough old bird.
Battle 2. Fight!
Can you stand the test? Accept this from me! My love!
Sorry, old man.
Excellently done.
Battle 3. Fight!
Impossible. Can you stand the test? Accept this from me! My love! You passed.
The ring out killed him. It wasn't me. The ring out did.
Where did you obtain such power?
We already know that.
You can still stand? I suppose I should have expected no less from one of the 12.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Finally, some backup. Kindly take care of this.
Yep, betrayal.
To assume you were the only betrayer. How dare you oppose Lord Aswell? Miserable swine!
That's a lot of slashing.
Leave it at that. Yes, Master. All your pursuers have been taken care of.
Well done. The time for research, experiments, and observations is at an end. We now enter the implementation phase. My beloved human darlings, I shall show you a shining ray of light that will free you all from suffering and sorrow.
Yeah, there's no problem with that, right? Okay. So, that was Kilik, Maxi, Xianghua, Grow, and Aswell. Next time, we're going to go start with Ivy. And I don't know if Cervantes actually has one, but I'd really like him to have one. I doubt he'll get one, but I want him to get one. So Ivy, Songmina for sure, Astaroth, Nightmare. And maybe Sophidia. So, alright. Again, why Cervantes and Siegfried are missing there is I'll have no fucking clue, but it's alright. So, thanks for being here. I appreciate your viewership. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow my channel. I plan to stream tomorrow night around the same time, so it'll be like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you all then. Bye.